What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back. It's Yums, aka Free, and today we got a very special one for you. I've dropped tips before, I've dropped guides, plenty of mini schemes for free on the channel, but never an ebook. Not until today. Today, we're going to be breaking down all the setups that JP Canes used in his run through Madden Bowl. And then in part 2, I'm going to be showing you some stuff I found out of the Bengals book myself that is absolute heat. But before we get into it, I got one quick favor to ask you. If you could slide down beneath that video, hit that little subscribe button for me. We are trying to get to 700 subscribers by the end of February. It would mean the world to me. Let's get into it. Starting with our audibles here, we're going to be mostly out of single back bunch tight end. It really doesn't matter here with the audibles. The only thing we have to change is we need to change this to stretch alert bubble. Default, it's zone fake jet. So default, it's this. We need to change it to stretch alert bubble. That's the only one we really need to change. We're just going to call everything out of this sticks call right here. So it really doesn't matter. It's all going to be sticks or bubble. And then we need to go over to deuce close. We're going to want to make PA Bengal the top one, just going to be the easiest because we're using it the most. Inside zone, flood, which we're not going to use. We're not going to use switch either right now. We're just using the setups exclusively. I'm going to show y'all that Canes did in the first part. And in the second part, I'm going to be showing y'all my own personal setups from this book. And then out of tight slots, halfback weak, we're going to need to go ahead and set flood, inside zone, 4 verts, and post wheel drag. For setup number 1, we're going to be breaking down Canes' bread and butter here. So he was out of the single back bunch tight end most out of these 2 games, and he was rocking with just a basic sticks call. So he was just coming out in sticks, and then he was going to, change things from here. All right, so on this first play, we are going to want to go ahead and throw X on a post here. We're going to I want to go ahead and throw Y on a flat. B over there is going to go on the drag. We're going to throw A on a streak. And then you can see I have the running back right now on a wheel. Canes does 2 different variations here. He'll go between the wheel and the Texas route here, and he's going to work these 2 different variations. So you can see here, this play is just a nice little Mills concept. If you don't know what a Mills concept is, basically it started out as, well, hold on. If you don't know what a Mills concept is, basically it started out as a post and a dig, with a dig running underneath the post to open up one of the 2. It made the linebackers or the underneath defenders have to choose. It's evolved over time. Now it's a post and a slant, a post and a drag, a post and an in, whatever combination of that. But as you can see, it's this concept here working the field, and Canes is going to use that a lot, and Wesley used that a lot in his games. So pay attention to that Mills concept and look for ways to incorporate it into your game there. Just get back into it there. I got the defense here. We are just going to go ahead and throw them in 3-3-5. All right. So we are reset up here. We're going to go ahead and you can see the tight end is wide open off the bat. That's going to be something against the 3-3-5 wide. We know that the seams are going to be nasty open, right? All right. So we're reset up for a 3rd time here. And you can see, really, I threw that streak off the bat because it is open. But Canes' most favorite thing to do here was to roll out and look for this Mills concept, either the drag or the post. Obviously, you want to look for the post first, but if it's not open, it's going to be a little bit harder here with Tom. There we go. We got it. And really, that's his bread and butter there. Obviously, you see there's lots of checkdowns across this play. Let's hit instant replay this time, what I was trying to do last time. You can see that we have this flat route. Just kind of sits nice over here. It is going to get covered here because obviously there's no zone drops in practice mode. Good job again, Clint. But, you know, in a real game, there's going to be zone drops, and, you know, your opponent may have their zone drops here. They may have their zone drops here. It's going to depend. It may be covered. It may not be, right? We've got this nice little drag over the middle. We've got this bomb here. This really just clears out, but against cover 3, sometimes it is a bomb, and everybody's playing cover 3 right now. And then we have, of course, the drag with, as I said, we got that, I mean, the post with, as I said, the drag underneath, creating that little Mills concept. And lastly, you know, you got the running back who's hitting that wheel, and you see him get open late here. So, you know, it's a nice little play design. He does call it the majority of the times between its 2 games. I'm going to have Danny show you some clips of that.
So when you add that element of Henry to be able to roll out, make some plays happen on the run, maybe freestyle a little bit, I really think that opens up.
3rd down and 6. Henry back pass screened out off the edge from Clef, and a great.
He's been wanting to run this 2-3-6, but at the end of the day, he hasn't been able to run it because of the style.
So if you can take it away in this dime formation and go up the run, you're in a good spot.
Covered the dash with
This ball over, we would have never heard from him again. We would have never heard or seen him again. That's a career ending. In a moment like this, you get so excited looking at the camera. That's what we're talking about, the inexperience.
bad angles from Astro.
Setup number 2, we are still going to be working out of that sticks call. Like I said, that is going to be the majority of his calls here. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to corner route X. We're going to want to streak Y. We're going to go ahead and flat route B there. And then we'll go ahead and streak A as well. And lastly, you want to go ahead and out route the running back. So it's going to look like this when we are finished. Again, you can see this is another cover 3 destroyer. Kane's obviously aware of the meta here. I mean, you know, one of the best players in the game. Knew he was going to face a lot of 3-5 wide cover 3 here, and obviously game planned accordingly. So let's take a look here. The corner route will probably be open, and Y will probably be open as well. Yeah, you see. Oh, I had to see something for y'all. You know what I mean? The corner route is definitely open on that, though. Let's go back and take a look. So we're going to corner route X, streak Y, we're going to flat B, streak A, and out route the running back once again. Let's go ahead and look towards that X route this time. And you can see that is probably going to be what is open. You know, the corner routes are a little glitchy in practice mode. No zone drops. We know how it works, whatever. But that is one of his favorite setups there. And you can see it also has some nice check down options. It's more of he was trying to bomb on this play. And I think we'll show you a couple clips of that here. Setup number 3, we are actually only going to send out 4 on this one. So this, I just put up 3 fingers. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. We're only going to send out 4 on this one. So it is better in situations where your opponent obviously is going to be blitzing. You know, if you're getting blitzed heavy, or if you think they're going to blitz, if they're playing a lot of coverage, you know, not the call you want to go with here. So we're going to go ahead and post X. We're going to flat Y. Then we are going to go ahead and put B on an in route this time. Remember how I said that the Mills concept originated as a post with an in route under it, a dig in route, same thing. And that's what we're going to go to here. You can see Kane's obviously aware of the Mills concept. And then we are going to block our tight end, and we are going to go ahead and wheel our running back there. So it's going to look like this. You can see it's pretty close to the bread and butter setup there. It's just going to be when a little bit extra heat is coming, he goes with this call instead. And we will show you that here. It's going to be the same thing. You're going to want to roll out, and if you can throw the post, throw the post. If not, you throw the underneath man. Worst case, we're looking back for the flat, or we're looking for our running back. You know, worst case, we're probably in mutt. We're scrambling for some yards with that escape artist, right? So we got some clips of Canes running that one as well.
Clef is ready for it. I expect him to go. It looks like he's going to halfback wheel.
And it's well covered. He's being chased, but this is what Derrick Henry can do. First down and more. Escape artist going crazy. Gets to the
Scared to see this bunch today, or Canes trying to hit him with a little bit of a different wrinkle that he hasn't seen.
Henry back pass on 2nd and 12, and there's a nice.
The last setup that he went ahead and showed here out of sticks is gonna be, it's more for when you're like 10 yards away or so. If you're under 6, you definitely cannot call this. So we're gonna put X on an in, and we're gonna smart route it, and that's why we need to be about 10 yards. Then we are gonna put Y on a flat again. We're gonna put Y on a B on a, excuse my French there, put B on a drag, and we are gonna put A on a streak. Sorry about that, I checked my notes there. So once again, you can see it here on screen, but we're gonna go in and smart route that on X. We want a flat Y, we want to drag B. The tight end is gonna be on a streak here, and the running back is gonna be on a wheel. So we can go ahead and see how this one plays out. It's very similar to the other ones, obviously. Objective, we want to throw, it's that similar Mills concept. You can see, obviously, you know, a lot of times people say that pro players don't have any knowledge of football. Canes here using a very well-known football tactic here to go ahead and attack his opponent, using the Mills concept to absolute perfection in the scheme.
Yeah, I'm getting like Madden 20 flashbacks. 2nd and 6, Henry back to pass.
As far as single back bunch tight end, that was his main formation, but that's actually all of his calls. He did call that first setup I showed y'all the majority of the time. The other most called play was going to be this stretch alert bubble, and he just handed it off the majority of the time. I mean, it's just insanely hard to shoot. It's really hard. Clef, one of the best defensive players in the game, could not find the shoot for it. So you just, oh, that's not what we wanted. And now Tom is dead. And now Tom's dead. I don't know how to do the, I'm not Catholic. Is it? It's beside the point. All right, the last thing, stretch alert bubble. Like I was saying, stretch alert bubble. You're gonna wanna just hand it off, you know, it's a handoff. And of course, in practice mode, they're gonna shed like crazy. Leonard Fournette, just the slowest running back to ever. Yeah! It's fine. Stretch alert bubble. We're gonna go ahead, stretch alert bubble, and then hand it off, like I said, and Leonard Fournette needs to retire. It's beside the point. Anyway, so that was all of his calls out of single back bunch tight end. Like I said, he did a lot of running backs in mud. Obviously going to be a little bit better than what we got here. Sorry, Leonard. You know what I mean? No hate. It's all love. Just a little bit of hate on the rate. Can we get the 40 time up a little bit? Anyway.
Back ace, 2 tight end formations. He's also keeping 3 receivers in there sometimes and arbling over to bunch and there goes bunch also.
Canes also showed a couple of single back and deuce close setups in his game with Clef. Now both of those were going to be out of this PA post dig setup here. We're going to go into this play, and setup number 1, you want to streak Y. We're going to block A, curl B, and lastly, we want to wheel the running back. So it's going to look like this when we're done. And obviously you can tell here, this one, he was going for the bomb. So you're just going to try to get enough time to, and then of course, practice mode. Clint, let me know when and where, brother. Oklahoma drill, you and me. All right, I'm going to spy the whole defensive line so that we can actually show you the play here. So we're going to go ahead and streak Y. Like I said, we're going to block the other tight end A. We want to go ahead and curl B. And then lastly, we are going to want to wheel the running back here. And like I said, we are looking for that bomb downfield. That was weird. But you can see the point here. He was looking for this bomb on the deep post. Trying to see if I can hit it here for you. Nope, that third just keeps playing it there. Does Canes know that that third was going to play it? Was he going to throw it? It's not the point.
Canes with the ball, 2nd and 6. Derrick Henry at quarterback. He'll drop back to pass with Henry. 5-man rush. Picked up well initially.
The second setup he showed out of this here was more of a... He needed a few yards here. It was a short yardage situation. So we're going to go ahead and flat route X. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, man, I just did this. Block Y. We're going to flat A. B is going on a slant. And the running back on a Texas. So it's going to look like this when you're done. Again, I think it was 4th and 1 was the situation here. So he was just trying to get this little bit of yardage there. And you can see the slant and the Texas route there are going to be hard to cover. And then, you know, the flats, it just... Do they have their flat set at 0 or 5? That's what you're looking for there. So there was one more formation that featured a prominent role in Canes' run here in Madden Bowl, and that was the illustrious tight slots halfback week. We've been seeing this one a lot, especially in money drives from a lot of pros. I'll be talking about how Wesley used this one against Joke soon in the video, but for now, we're going to be showing what Canes did out of this tight slots halfback week. The main call that Canes went ahead and used out of this tight slots halfback week here is this 4 verts, and for good reason. It's a nice little play here. So the first call that he went ahead and did, we are going to put X on a flat here. We are going to put B on a flat, and we are simply going to Texas route the running back. So it's going to look like this. You can see it looks a little crazy, but these wheels are going to get open. These flats are going to help them get open. And worst case, we have this this running back check down here. Let me audible to the right defense. Let me make sure 5 people aren't rushing me, because even though it's the Bengals, they're going to get through in practice mode. And you can see there on the sideline, you're going to have open throws all day. Let's go back and take a look here. You also got the flat man as well. If they don't bring their flats down here, he does have flats down, obviously. So we're going to go ahead and throw to the wheel here on the sideline. All right. And worst case here, we can go ahead and throw it to our running back, who is going to be wide open on the cut. See, after the cut, he's going to get picked up, but right as he flips his hips here, boom. You see it flip his hips? You see that? See that, chat? Chat. I'm so sorry. I said chat. You know why I said chat? Because I stream live over on Twitch. If you want to catch more of me, if you want more breakdowns, more analysis, or if you want to catch me and the gang frying out on Apex or Call of Duty, slide on over twitch.tv/yums_free, baby. Back into it though. Right as he flips his hips, boom, hit him with the ball. The next 4 vert setup is pretty similar, but it is going to get a couple different things open. So we're going to go ahead and flat route X again. This time we want to go ahead and streak Y. We're going to go ahead and flat route B again. And then we want to wheel the running back. So we're going to come out looking like this. And from what I saw when Canes called this streak got wide open. He just unfortunately got sacked before he could complete the pass there. So yeah. Oh, that acro tried to go crazy. Y'all saw that? There we go. And then you can see he was a little bit closer here, and I believe he was also right hash. So we're gonna come out like this again, and like I said, see there, you can see that is the throw he made. That acro went crazy. I don't know if there was an acro back there. I mean, maybe he wasn't gonna make that throw. Maybe that's why he didn't throw the ball. Maybe that's why he's in Madden Bowl and I'm teaching y'all YouTube. Cut. All right, so we got to set up again. Existential crisis averted. Put in the correct defense here, and then you can see I mean, it's a risky throw, but yeah. Otherwise, we can go ahead and throw the wheel over there like you saw.
The pocket when you face pressure in those single back formations. So I like seeing them a little more pressure like that.
Yeah, he left this.
We got another 4 vert setup here. For this one, we're gonna want to go ahead and post X. We want to go ahead and flat Y. We're gonna block the tight end or A, and we are gonna restreak B. And then we're gonna go ahead and throw the running back on a wheel there. And I mean, the primary function of this play is to go ahead and throw at that post again. The rest is check down. So we'll roll out to the right. And there you go. Again, Canes was working that cross field very well. He was using the mills and working we don't use linebackers in MUT, but the safeties that were lined up as linebackers, he was working that mid-level really well throughout these 2 games.
Is usually to make a jacket.
Speaking of that, listen to this. I asked Astro, any pregame rituals, any in-game rituals. Says he watches the SpongeBob SquarePants movie before every.
The last 4 vert setup that Canes went ahead and showed here is gonna be, we're just gonna flat X. We are gonna leave Y and A. We're gonna flat B. So kind of like the setup that we did before, but instead of a Texas route like we did before, we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna streak the running back out of the backfield. And I'll show y'all what this looks like. The running back just gets absolutely lost in the second level there. And it's just free yards, absolutely free yards there. So that's another great 4 vert setup that Kane showed off in his Madden run here.
He would have had a touchdown. Astro fortunate to get the sack.
3rd and 8 for Canes. Real out well covered, but guess who's not covered?
It's almost time to get out of here, y'all. But before we do, make sure that if you liked the video, like the damn video. What are we doing? And make sure to be on the lookout for part 2 of this Bengals ebook, where I'm going to be adding a lot of stuff that I found. You can really put all this together and dominate the opponents out there. If you want to catch more of me, like I said, you can do that live over at Twitch, twitch.tv/yums_free, baby. I hope y'all have a great day on and off the gridiron. Peace.